Alright, guys, this is the Chess Scholar. Let's get into the Rapid Arena. Hopefully, we can get some good results. Okay, so he plays the Carol Khan. Not a bad weapon. Fortunately, studied my Carol Khan lines recently. He plays. Trying to remember what I play here. So far, so good. This looks familiar. Now, Queen B6. Like, I think I think I'm just supposed to defend it with the queen. Right, so he knows the ideas here about b4, which isn't a bad idea. Maybe he wants to clamp down a little more. Um, when in doubt, just develop. I mean, can't be bad, right? Right. Maybe he wants to go over here or something. Hmm. When can be a bad move here. I can always just defend my pawn. Right. And if it over here, right, I'm not really concerned too much. Honestly, what about this? It kind of weakens his position a bit. Maybe I could slide over. Doesn't look like the stupidest move in the world. But if bishop g5, maybe clean out over here somewhere, it's possible. Hmm. Ooh, I have a nice idea. Yeah, this can get pretty interesting. Except for that part. Okay, slight mistake on my part. Right. So now he can take this pawn. Who knows? He might get a little too greedy. Right. Okay, so let's see here. Just attack the queen. Push, take, knight takes. Maybe I help my knight out. Very curious approach. Yeah, I think I misplayed this. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I've definitely misplayed this. Fortunately for me, there's still plenty of play left to be had. For now. For now. Hmm. Am I really concerned about such? Hmm. What if I go after the knight? Hmm. Position's quite chaotic. Probably just gonna castle. Right. Now, let's see here. There's various ideas in the position. Some better than others, of course. Possibly just sacrificing. And if he doesn't take my sacrifice, I actually have a nice follow up. Right. So now a move like this is possible. Now he could probably play h6 here, but I'm not sure I believe in it. And there's no good checks on my king actually. So yeah, when you blunder, don't be afraid. Do not surrender. Surrendering is the easy way out. So yeah, no, honestly, we've allowed this to get maybe too complicated. Mm. Even if he plays like h6 and takes my knight on f6, like after I take and he takes, there's a nice follow up there. And I actually will be very excited to show you. Yeah, so the whole point was if h6 captures and I'm just threatening to obliterate him, if he takes my knight, there's a check and I win his queen. Yeah, no, it was insane. Let's see here. I'm not trying to. What's going on here? I'm very confused. I accidentally opened up a game tab. Honestly, accidentally opened up another game in a different tab. Honestly, yeah. So I just resigned that one, guys. I probably could have switched the play over to the other tab, but I don't know how that happened. Honestly, so yeah, my score for the tournament won't be amazing, but resigning a game isn't really going to impact. Right, so my opponent does this, but isn't the point of the Scandinavian just to take? And now I can just thrust my pawn into the center. It's almost like reverse French defense. Um, so let's see here. Thinking about just developing. Just slightly passive. And maybe the move c3 is possible. Right, but five, I'm really curious as to what my opponent wants to do here. And honestly, I can kind of go crazy here, but I suppose I won't. Yeah, after h4, h5, I mean h5, h4, I'm not too sure what my opponent is intending here. Maybe he wants to hop his knight in, but structure. Right, and now this pin lives forever. The bishop is there, sure, but this is my bad bishop, good bishop, good bad bishop, good bishop. So do I really want to trade? Not particularly. I can go here. There's no. genuine sacrifices there. So my bishop, no sacrifice works. Right. But I could do the same thing. Just like block the pin. Right. So I think he's planning on castling queenside. So I'm just gonna start my attack like right now. And then I just have a head start. Right. So he wants my bishop. I can take that. Hmm, honestly. But he's also targeting this at the same time, whether he knows it or not. Do I take is the question. Hmm, just come back. Like this looks kind of stupid. Actually, it does the job. And next, I'm gonna go G6, and he just has to go back. Now I do have to be a little careful here because my knight. Right, right. Um, so do I take with the pawn or do I take with the queen? Because of course I want to continue the support of my center. If I take with the queen, I mean, of course, I have to deal with those issues later. And there's no G6 in that variation. No, actually, if I take with the queen, there is G6. If I take with the pawn, there is no G6, but I can bring the rook to the G file. So let's attack someone. Let's attack someone. The whole point of playing this is I want to attack my opponent. Plain and simple. Okay. So honestly, thing. Let's see here. This pawn again, and even if you want to castle this way, I mean the attack is coming for you no matter what on both. Right. I'm not so sure that was a good move. Okay, so now that's a weakness, plain and simple. I have a rook on the other side. Right. So far so good. Let's see. What if I just hop in? I should probably try to defend my bishop, right? I can take. Ooh, but isn't that an automatic loss? Like my king's still in the center, but no one can attack it. So, and I can go here. I can go back. There's probably plenty of ideas here. Something like this that attacks the bishop, gets it out of my way. He is threatening to take this pawn. So I can at least get a pawn for my troubles. Right. Um. So I'm gonna cover up my because you really don't have no way to attack me right now. And then I'll move the queen somewhere. Let's say here. Oh, actually, I like activity. There's various ideas. Here, clean up. Over here. Maybe even some forks in the future. Actually, I could probably sacrifice and fork in the future. And honestly, I want to go long, but maybe I'll just slide my. Now that hangs a bishop, and I'm suspecting the idea is to go here, here, take my queen, so he gets the queen back. I can't hang the pawn, right? So, but in that version, he has a rook, a knight, and I have a rook, a knight, and an extra rook. So my opponent just thought he was fancy. If this helps me trade into a winning endgame. This pawn is hanging, but I'm not so sure it's a good move because it opens the path to my rook. Right, so he goes for that. This pawn, and then I'm gonna go here, and then so do I go for this now? Probably, right? Well, typically forces a trade of rook. So, and I'm just gonna eat like Pac-Man. Oh, wow. So I can take here, I can take and have this pawn. That's fine. So let's see. Just win his. Oh, concerned here. Probably something like this, right? But I could just take that. Um, take any day now. Okay, awesome. So hold on, guys. I'm checking on my live stream, just making sure you guys are still there. You told me you guys disconnected, so I just want to make sure we're still live. Okay, yeah. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, so you're still here. So let's finish up our tournament, even though we only have an hour left. Or only, rather. We have an hour left. So only isn't exactly the word there, right? What are these guys talking about? I'm 6'6". I could clap you in real life. About to draw a 200? 2,000? Yeah. Well, congratulations. Oh, so he's 1,500? 2,000 bullet. So can't really underestimate. But I'll berserk, and I'll give him opportunity to berserk. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Chooses not to. Um, that's fine actually. It's actually a variation. I just get control over the light squares in exchange for my bishop. Let's see. I think I can play something like this. As long as I just make sure I just prevent him from attacking me. Now, he does have this interesting idea. Right. So now you've moved the queen twice. That just can't be good. Right, right. He's dancing the queen around, but I'm not really impressed. He's targeting the pawn twice, but start attacking him right away. Ah, I just hung a pawn. That's crazy. What? Okay, so he doesn't see it. Hmm. What if I just play this now? So let's see here. And then I'll finish up my development, and then we'll go on an attack. Remember, kids, development is key. Right. So I can play. Does he want to go over here? Whether that's his idea or not, I'm just gonna stop it. In some variations, I could probably just bring my rook, right? So he's targeting the pawn twice again. I can put pressure on his attacker. Actually, I would have hung material. So let's not do that. I wouldn't like to be pinned in the position. So let's see here. No big deal. I can come back. I can slide over. There's various ideas here with same side long castling. I actually need to play a little faster. Right. But let's get my material off the same diagonal. Right. Um, his queen's looking cramped. His queen looks very cramped. There is that sacrifice. But when I slide over, the queen and the knight are hanging. So I'm not so sure about this. It's definitely fancy. Oh, right, okay. And I get checkmated by 1500. Not bad. Not bad at all. Honestly, it's very good. Let's check out this streamer. Oh, he's on Twitch. Okay. We're on YouTube. Acid Jake. I wonder if we'll get to play against him. So another 1500. This one's not 2000 bullet. So Zerk again. I think this is a line. I've never exactly been too impressed with this move. We have other moves in these type of positions. Hmm. Okay. I think e5 is possible now. If it's not possible now, it's going to be possible. E5, but then he can push. Not too concerned with that. Right. So I could go here, and I'm not fully certain how he defends the point. He's defended twice, but I'll be attacking it 3 times. Hmm. I can also go here. I mean, I can just capture this now. Hmm. This just looks good, right? Maybe he brings the bishop in, takes, takes. There's always like a pin here. So I think this pawn is just lost. This pawn is in some kind of danger, right? Potentially. Although I always have potential tactical tricks, right? I'm not exactly certain though how. I think he's starting to realize it. Right. So I've won a pawn. I can also get the bishop pair. Is it worth it? Bishop pair is always worth it. Now, here, here, I may have to force him to take and then just slide. And that defended my pawn, of course, because it removed the knight from the defense. Right. So I'm not really concerned about that. This, yeah, this just looks great. This opposite colored bishop to an endgame could be sketchy, right? Do I want to allow my opponent to have this pawn? If I push, he might do that. Maybe I reinforce, allow him to take here. Maybe he goes back. Is it necessary? Not really. I just have to make sure I'm not getting my queen sent. Oh, I just hung a pawn. That's funny. Yeah, but him taking my queen side the best option in the world for him, right? So yeah, so he goes here, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, honestly. Like there's potential ideas to just disconnect his queen and rook. So that's nice. Like as soon as I'm able to play f4, it's game over because it'll attack the queen. It's right. So he sees that in advance. No, he's low rated than me. It doesn't make sense to try and go for a draw. So I'll do this, just lining up against the queen. It's always a good move. So he wants to trade with me, but he hung his bishop. Last move, but we all make mistakes. So now the best plan of attack is he resigns. All right. Okay, so berserking against these lower rated players, is kind of paying off, but we're still kind of early into the tournament, so we'll just have to wait and see. Been streaming for about 30 minutes. Okay, so let's see here. 1900 all around. Pretty good. I don't think I can berserk against him. Away with it. He's too close to Ooh, play the game. Okay. Do we both know our lines? First person out of theory is a rotten egg. Does he know F5? F5 is one of the more lines for me. Okay, that one. Now I think if he takes, I capture this one. Funny enough, that hangs upon. It hangs upon two ways. Hangs upon and it hangs the knight. So what do I want to go with? Capturing, 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 take. Let's see. If I take this, he might take here, but then I can capture and capture. Yeah. That's a free pawn. No matter what happens, that's a free pawn, I believe. He could go for some checks, but I don't think it quite cuts the cheese. I think this is probably his best option, which still hangs a knight. So he gives this check, but again, like I said, material, even knight sacrifices here don't work because a queen captures. So okay, um, queen and top right. I just up a piece. He's trying to prevent me from castling and maybe creating some form of counterplay. Bishop, honestly, the saving grace of my position, and he resigns. So on to the next game. Okay, so we're not doing too bad, I don't think. Let's see. Winning basically every other game. Kasianova? Veronica? Let's see. 2000, 1800 bullet, 2000 classical. Okay, so around the same level ish. Wow. Maybe he wants to play the Black Mark Deemer Gambit? Hmm. I can approach this two ways. I could play the French. I could play the Carl Khan. I could take. Hmm. Maybe I could play some type of Chigorin. Hmm. Lots of options. Ooh, I love this variation. I used to play this with the. Oh no. I think maybe I blundered there. Maybe I can thrust into the center. Captures. Ooh, excellent. Yeah, e5 is fine. Hmm. Okay, so he's trying to calculate it out. He's like, what? This guy really just played e5? So yeah, I may have blundered or made an inaccuracy by not capturing the pawn. Again, you know, that would allow some form of a lead and development. My time advantage. You know, this guy's pretty sure if this is bad or not because we was trying. I thought he was going to play like a Queen's Gambit. Okay, so this is where we go. So can I capture here? He'll push. Can I just leave the pawn there? Hmm. It's very tricky all around. Um, hangs a pawn, but maybe he wants to create potential tactical tricks. Maybe I shouldn't engage in any of this and just castle. That's probably the best option. Right, that's annoying. So, what if I just ask him, what does he want to do? What if I just ask him that question? Thinking I can capture here. Right. So, hmm. Right. So he castles, damage the structure, and I'm just gonna ask him, what is he doing? Maybe I should have defended with the knight there. I also could have maybe just took the pawn outright. Right. So this is getting more complicated. But no, it's I'm blundering. So he takes that way. Interesting approach. You want my rook? But yeah, no. I never finished with my development. That's why my position is so bad. Wow, he won't even take the rook. That's how stubborn he is. Hmm. Yeah, no. He's on. I probably could have played on more, but the writing was on the wall. 1600. Didn't I just play against this guy? No. Let's do it. I'll accept the challenge. Wow, I kind of predicted that this was going to happen. Whoa, doing? Ay, cabron. See, that's why you don't need to preserve. You need to use the entirety of your 10 minutes. Okay, so he defends his position, and funny enough, I think I've run these type of positions through the engine before, and I think the option is bishop. Yeah, it's either d3 or d4. It's very nuanced. Capture this way here. Maybe he moves out. Hmm. Hmm. Very difficult. I mean, the position is just tough to play in general for him. So I don't think I have to be too fancy just now because he's not threatening anything. Like he can capture here all day long. It doesn't matter. I just slide up. Right. And now let's see. I think this is winning. I think this is just winning, isn't it? Here, here, here. Yeah. I mean, try and calculate yourself. This just looked amazing. Ah, he can block with literally anything on that square. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Okay. At the very least, I can castle. Alright, he's trying to checkmate me? So disrespectful the youth is nowadays. Can I just slide over? No. Mm, let's see. Let's not. You guys hear any crunching in the background? It's just me eating a snack. Hmm. Yeah, retreating doesn't look good. My queen is kind of trapped. I'm just now realizing that. I should probably liberate it before it does actually get trapped, right? So, he's controlling the F4 square very nicely. But so am I. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Threatening the fork. Right. And now I'm threatening the fork. And this should go very nicely for me, actually. I'm getting all of my pieces into the game. He can't really capture. If this knight ever moves, that basically not the worst position in the world. Now let me see here. Should I take the bishop or the knight? This looks like it should just be winning on the spot. Find a reason for why it's not. Because his rook can't go anywhere. It's trapped. Funny enough, he can castle. And I can get my queen out of the way. Maybe if he castles, maybe this is right. So he admits. He's just trying to complicate things. Probably castles now. I take. Probably going to take with the rook. That's fine. Wait. Oh no. The rook wasn't hanging. The knight was still here. He wants to do that. Should I defend myself first? Probably, right? Lots of pieces are handy. Right, right. He wants a pawn. Honestly, I don't care. Five, four, two. Ah, I blundered checkmate in one move. That's hilarious. But he didn't expect my move, so he didn't pre-move. Okay, let's see here. 1889, 1500 bullet, huh? A regular game. Like I said about that one guy. Okay, I think I'll be going radio silent for the rest of the stream, just so I can focus more. And I'll be eating a little bit more, so. Funny enough, someone's played this exact variation against me before. Maybe not the exact moves, but very similar. Very similar position. I can capture, pin his material to him, and also just like. Probably should have just took. Hmm. Check. Double check, of course. This checkmate probably in two separate ways, actually. Interesting. Let me make sure. Yeah. That was the power of the knight that you allowed to come into the position. So that's what happens sometimes. I'm not doing too bad, actually. Berserks. I'm up for the challenge. Thinking about playing the Queen's Gambit accepted. Ridiculous. Borderline trapped. Nice rotation. Hmm. Probably trying to come in and checkmate me somehow. I'm not sure if that's possible, but we'll see. What are you doing? Like when I go here, what is your next move? I'm confused. Actually, ah, that's your big play. So that's your grand plan, huh? So that was it, huh? That was your grand plan. He wants to attack me. That's actually not a bad way to attack. What about this? He wants to mate me somehow, or create a perpetual, actually. Check, check. Hmm. That would be a mate. Does this stop it? Hmm. This is unfortunate. That's annoying. Something would have to take here, right? If I blocked. Yeah, come on. Come on with it. What? You had a perpetual. Okay. I don't need a second invitation. He thinks he can beat me with 2 extra minutes. Okay. Come on. That was a blunder. On both of our parts. Now that's hilarious. Okay, clean up. Doesn't matter what you take. Eh, Good game, but I came out just a little bit better. I'm not doing too bad, actually. I'm in the top 10. I'll never catch up with the guy in first place. He's like 2,100. The first three, four, 6 people are over 2,000. And one of these guys is 2,300. Who did he lose to? A 2,300? He lost to a 1,900? That's insane. Sure, I'll accept the challenge. If you guys weren't aware, berserking is when we cut our time in half in order to get points in the tournament. Since I'm assuming no, my opponent is actually my opponent is actually funny enough. Wow, I've never seen this before in the Vienna. This looks absurd. I'm not even sure if I'm, but this just looks good, honestly. You can have that pawn. I don't care. I mean, you can damage my structure, is what I meant to say. And now I think I'm about to be up a pawn. Sure. I mean, that's fine. I'm not afraid. I can go here. He really wants to hold on to this pawn, huh? Mm, I guess this is the only move, right? Late Bon Cloud. Still kind of attack him, funny enough. Let's offer a queen trade. Can't be bad. Wow, and he hangs his queen. I have to study this. It's kind of like the Falk beer in a way, but yeah, very curious. Very curious. So let's offer a trade of bishops. There's no real fork here. Hmm. Who wants to give? I think I admire my opponent's fighting spirit. Honestly, he could have just gave up. He could have been like, "Oh man, I'm losing." Ah, or whatever people say, right? Let's prevent him from in this direction because yeah, it hangs a knight. Let's threaten checkmate when he could be crazy enough to capture this pawn or not. Probably don't want to weaken my position too much, right? Let's offer a trade of rooks. Can't be bad. Let's prevent his knight from going here while also still just putting pressure on the pawn. He could take here, but completely unafraid. So now we're preventing the knight from coming, and we can capture her. It's insane. I'm using my as an offensive piece.